be these guys.
So in this clip, Dave has been using the road correctly, using the lane all the way until the road closure because there's congestion, but some papier-mâché traffic cops have decided to block it for people that are wanting to use the road correctly. So why should you be using all available road space and merging in turn only at the closure when there is congestion? Firstly, this applies to both a roadworks lane closure or a permanent merging lane, which are usually added at congestion hotspots. Ultimately, this has nothing to do with speed or the time it takes to get through the closure. It's about containing congestion in one area rather than allowing it to spread to more roads, causing unnecessary congestion for others, which causes the roads around the closure to become gridlocked. As there is congestion, there should be two queues of equal length approaching the closure, travelling slowly. This means no road workers are going to be at risk of being caught up in an accident. If one lane is congested and one lane is empty, this allows drivers to drive at pace along the open lane, which could cause unnecessary risks to road workers. People to blame for this are those now sat in the long line, which moved over too early. By having everyone move over at the closure, this allows for there to be one uniform merging point, which means the merging place is predictable and drivers know when to create a gap for another car by threading the throttle. When merging early on an ad hoc basis along the queue, this causes drivers to have to use the brake to allow someone in, which then causes a knock-on effect, making the singular line longer. This can be seen at the vast majority of roadwork lane closures. Naturally, when there isn't congestion and traffic is flowing at the speed of the road or near to it, then traffic should merge early as there isn't a risk of congestion, and merging late could cause unnecessary risk to road workers. This used to be common sense and has always been part of the highway code. However, recently, the tribalism and selfishness of society has meant that me attitude of drivers has caused this information to somehow become depleted. So much so that traffic management companies have now had to start creating signs that tell drivers to use both lanes to queue when approaching a closure. Be smart, be a good egg, and in congestion, use all available road space before merging in turn. Lovely jubbly, sound as a pound.